the opponent, and Carrier will pick up the POG with a small little heart. And 900 POG points, only one away from POG leaders at the end of the split. So that's also be point of the match in.
Why am
Yeah, I know.
Oh, the Jinx is going to be banned though, so it doesn't actually matter.
No,
T1 just knew Exodia magic that they created, and this is 11.5 Pitfall. That's what this draft is, and we've seen it lose many, many times. There's the Rise picked up.
Broken and just kind of riding that roller coaster.
Well, Chovy spotted the fact that Faker had no mana and decided to punish it.
Or into a team fighting stage. And
oh no.
We've seen this so many times.
Yeah. They expected, Carrier going to easily be able to interrupt the rocket jump, and that's going to be a gift given over to Teddy.
Angle, because I don't know how otherwise he would have. Fact of the matter is, that wave was slow pushing towards you is Faker.
Yep, Spear is going to land there by Johan, has the pounce, able to follow the flash, gets the last auto, all too easy here in the mid lane for Hammerlife. Absolutely. So we are going to have a look at this once again. Let's spot the setup. Like you were talking about.
So it's a fake back, and then he stays perfect. Oh!
Oh, so
my
sneaky.
God.
Yeah,
that's
just no way out.
And this is a big problem, because if we look at why we don't like this is just very straightforward. Faker gets rooted, gets speared, dies immediately.
Shout out to Johan holding on to his empowered pounce just to make sure. I do love Carrier's play. Like, it's not necessarily just being mechanically better, right? It's just being smarter as well. As we've got a sleep coming on down, but in goes the train as well. And Morgan says, nope, you're not engaging on this one. But now Johan's in trouble. He's able to get the pounce out, flashes as well, the flash over from Canna, and he now has Mega Gnar available. Realm Warp just to get him out of there, as Chovy also just, now Teddy lying in wait in this brush as the rest of T1 now closing in. Teddy, explosive charge now on him, Vista, flashed on forward, has the aftershock, so keeps himself alive. Good exhaust there onto Chovy is now Vista, likely to be taken down. Faker gonna be able to grab that one, but trades it for his life. Heal out from Teddy to try and keep himself alive as well. Is now Chovy just chasing on after him.
On that top side skirmish.
Okay, once again, Deft is just dead. It's, I don't know what it is, man. There's just something in the water. Deft just struggles against Teddy.
No way.
As Johan coming on down, looking to see whether he can land some spears. We'll find Carry, who doesn't have a lot of mana. As, gets in there. Track Repel, going to help out with the stun. Probably be in like a state of in the past for quite some time. There are a lot of replays to go through.
Lovely. But this is the key one, because I think in a straight up 4v4 this is playable, especially with the Mega Gnar not being available for Canna. So you're like, we can actually take this. This is pretty good. But it's very disjointed with Vista, Morgan, Vista, Chovy, and Morgan trying to get into a choke point, which you can't do against a Victor, right? You're not allowed to. So then we have Johan just off on his own, as this is not necessary. There's no reason for you to do this at all. But T1 is just like, you know what? We want to get fed. And Faker, really greedy, goes for the kill there. I think with the heal, he possibly could have gotten out, probably not. This kill on Deft is fine. The subsequent play on the Scuttler, absolutely not. You know, just leave here. Normally, if this was a match where the result had more impact, T1 would leave it at that.
Yeah.
But they're not, because they're having some fun. Because after the last game, I can't fault
I mean, why not? Hammerlife Esports, they're going to start having fun here as well as they take down the Gnar. Been stepping up, is continuing to do so as Cuz throws a bowling ball, misses Morgan. Might be able to put him to sleep if he wants to, but this is still quite a difficult health bar to get through. No ultimate available for Morgan, though, as Johan.
Hit that if you wanted to, but playing it a little bit slower. This, as straightforward as it gets. I talked about the setup in mid lane. Setup here, even if you do miss your ultimate, is fine. It's not really, but as you pointed out, if you're good enough, you can make anything work.
Well, Chovy just phase rushing away, Cuz trying to do the same thing here, but sleep will come down. Chovy getting flashed on here by Faker. Killer Instinct from Teddy says goodbye to Mr. Rise.
I don't know if anyone has ever called you all the Clouds Atlas.
Yeah, no, maybe it's just me. Here's a Magnet Storm on the bottom side of the map as Carrier. Getting taken down relatively low. Deft tries to find a few more.
Oh, they're going in here?
Well, Shirley's definitely going in. We do get a Magnet Storm. There's the Wombo combo, but decent disengage there from Carrier, but a double kill instantly. I think that was just a cute little swipe from Johan.
His impact in the later game fights is not going to be as big as a Rise should. be able to, especially with that Everfrost now finished. Canna?
Yeah, Morgan might just get solo killed underneath this turret. Carrier comes on over and says, "Good night, my friend." Picks himself up an assist, as now Canna's just going to gnaw away the zombie and wallop it. And blind pick gets Jace to the face.
I agree. As Canna, come on, man.
Just cool guys don't look at
every time.
And overstep.
I'm trying my best, you know.
Well, in goes the Realm Warp, and Vista's just delivered into the back line. That's one way of doing it. I like the ultimate out of Carrier here.
I think this is a beautiful play, and as you say, if Carrier doesn't go for that ultimate there, then it's just straight up devastatingly bad for T1. But I am also of the opinion that now T1 is going to be ready for that. Like that's not the type of play that should work multiple times in the game, as this is, as you say, just linking them in with just to make sure that everything goes well. Having Carrier in the vicinity. He did want to look at
started. Vision available for Harmful Life as Vista throws in the control ward.
Low.
Yep, Nidalee is nowhere near this area as Vista's going to get thrown back. Does manage to get his CC down as Canna keeps the Baron leashed. Johan, can he actually make it in time is the question. Chovy not going to be able to flash on over, and it's just a little bit too late. It's the wrong time to reset. As Canna has now looked for Chovy. Killer Instinct gets Teddy over there. Oh yeah, this is looking more and more difficult for Harmful Life. As this goes on, T1 continuing to extend their lead. And now the Baron power play, you'll have a look at that number after this replay. But let's have a look at how they play this one out. As Canna just walks on in and look, he just stays on the Baron this whole time, while the rest of T1 deal with Harmful Life Esports.
And it's a mixed comm here, I'd imagine, by Harmful Life Esports, where Vista clearly wants to go in, not wanting to give over that objective. Oh god, Canna, come on, man.
Maybe now we understand why the Gnar gets banned so often.
On one part, Johan and Chovy, you need to get close.
Hui, Canna's having a good game.
Yeah, he's been playing really well.
That's a bit.
I'm pretty sure. Very nice. I was like, I'm pretty sure Chovy's dead, but he uses his.
Harmful Life Esports can't. Things pretty dark on the Rift for them, but they do have an inkling of what's going on. Spear comes on through as Johan, can he actually steal this one away? As you can see, Canna just being a wall, but Johan's gonna have to go golden. Can he get out of the stasis? The answer is no, as Morgan gets on in towards the front line, looks to knock up Teddy, and does so. Spear is going to connect onto Carrier as Teddy jumps in towards the back line, but look at that, the damage has been eliminated. The wallets are so damn heavy on the side of T1. Faker's going to pick up a double kill. Johan was trying to slink away, and Teddy says no. That's the ace.
I'd be afraid if I was any team going into the playoffs against this T1 roster. I think that Harmful Life can do a lot better, but it's T1 that just plays this one out clean from start to finish. The fights are gorgeous, and there is just nothing to be done here.
Yep, it's Faker that's going to grab the kill onto Deft there as Chovy. Nothing that anyone's going to be able to do because the Nexus is dead. T1 utter dominance here today against Harmful Life Esports. We have to point out once again, Hanwha, they've locked their position in playoffs. They are ahead of T1 on the standings, but you wouldn't expect that after what we just saw here today. 400 games for Teddy and 399 and 400 were both pretty damn impressive.
Just
yeah, still 214 to catch up to Faker though.
That's going to take a while.
Yeah.
But T1, I think Gen G many see as a legitimate contender, but so is T1. And based on the record, based on the standings, you might not think that. If you haven't watched every single match, you might be like, how does this team not have a better placement? How do they not have more wins? And the really straightforward truth of the matter is they didn't play with this roster. And now they do. That's just not right. In this scenario,
no, I think there's a lot of people, you know, that are deserving. I think Teddy also had an amazing series, but bit of a role player, but that's exactly what you want, right, in a comp like this.
What I'm really happy about, which I didn't get a chance because it was actually a pretty high octane game throughout honestly both series, is how disciplined T1s have been with Barons, where you see they don't go for the flip. The moment the enemy jungler gets near, they just leave the Baron at like 2-3k. This last game as well, which it seems super obvious, but we've seen many examples of teams not doing that.
You can see just how chilled out these guys are, right? Like, just having a giggle, having a good time. Teddy, of course, very happy.
이거 끝나 가야 돼. 아니 끝나.
I want to know what they were talking about. I think it might have been something to do with Carrier getting another player of the game.
내가 똥 돌릴 테니까 안 가도 돼.
Could be.
나 더블을 날게 나도.
빌량 좀 보여줄게.
Only
내가 먼저.
one of us spoke Korean.
Yep. They said something about like T1.
하지마. 근데 난 의식 안 하는데.
같아.
난 의식 안 하는데 형이.
I'd imagine that every T1 fan will say that after.
난 의식 안 해. 난 그런 거.
노 점프.
사이즈 옮게 그런 거 의식 안 하잖아.
터치면 끝나.
사이즈 너무 없어.
아 이거 죽여야 될 것 같은데.
3파도.
야 끝내. 오 땡큐.
Oh man. Well, it was a very fast series. I'll give you that one. Cuz shaking his camera around was hilarious, and this damage graph tells a lot of the story, which was Johan had a decent game, took a lot of the gold, and wasn't able to transition it. T1 were just much better today.